Like Rick also has a baby mother who's currently working as a call girl. He has a daughter by Brooke.
I kicked Rick ass. Kicked Rick Ross ass, right?
I'm deciding to your life up. Rick, bro, I'm gonna your life up.
Rick Ross has spent years acting like he's untouchable, but his baby mama just exposed the truth. And trust me, it's way worse than anyone expected. The man who built his empire on being the biggest boss? Turns out he's been losing sleep over one person he can't outrun, 50 Cent. And when Ross finally clapped back, it wasn't just about saving face, it was about survival. Because 50 didn't just beef with Ross, he tore down his entire empire. And it all started with one look. That's right, a single glance at the 2008 BET Awards, and suddenly, Rick Ross had a personal vendetta against 50 Cent.
Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
Oh, no, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him.
I mean, it's sort of embarrassing to me, you know, because as you listen to his raps, you would definitely believe him, but I mean, it was surprising that he would sit there and say he spends $200 a month on food, $300 a month on clothes, his jewelry is rented.
Now, here's the funny part. 50 had no idea. He didn't even remember seeing Ross that night. But Ross? He took it as disrespect, and in hip-hop, that's basically a declaration of war. At the time, Ross was at the top of his game, platinum albums, luxury lifestyle, and a reputation as a street-certified boss. But when he locked eyes with 50, something snapped. Maybe it was paranoia, maybe it was clout chasing. Either way, he made a move that would change his career forever. The problem? 50 wasn't even thinking about him. But Ross ran with it, and that's where he messed up. Because nobody in hip-hop does beef like 50 Cent. Ross came out swinging with mafia music, taking a low blow at 50 by referencing the house fire that nearly killed 50's baby mama and son. Ross knew what he was doing. He was throwing dirt on a real-life tragedy. And 50? He did not let that slide. 50 wasn't just gonna drop a diss track, he was about to ruin Ross from the inside out. So he went digging. And what he found? Game over. First up, 50 exposed Ross's past as a correctional officer. Now, Ross had built his brand on being a drug kingpin, a hustler, a real one. But 50? He had receipts.
He don't know where the money came from to put a down payment on $1 million home. And, you know, it's just sad, you know, and I just want to prove the facts today here on This Is 50. It's all real.
Also has a baby mother who's currently working as a call girl. He has a daughter by Brooke, right there. Can you see that? This is like the adult. This is like where you can find really exclusive whores.
That he stepped down from the position. And I asked him about it. You know, of course he denied it, which his sister confirmed it and told me that he was a correction officer. And, you know, that's what it was.
Pictures of Ross in a correctional officer uniform spread like wildfire. And suddenly, the man rapping about pushing weight was outed as someone who was literally working in a prison. But 50 didn't stop there. He went straight to the source, Ross's own baby mama, Tia Kemp, and she did not hold back. She aired out all his business, exposing Ross as a fake boss who was renting cars, jewelry, and even his own lifestyle. He spends $200 a month on food, $300 on clothes. His jewelry is rented. Then, 50 took pettiness to another level. He took Tia on a shopping spree, then flew Ross's own son to Vegas with Floyd Mayweather. And where was Ross? Silent. That was one of the most disrespectful moves in hip-hop beef history. But 50 wasn't done. He leaked a private tape featuring another one of Ross's baby mamas. And that backfired. She sued him for $5 million, forcing 50 to file for bankruptcy. For the first time in this war, 50 actually took an L. But Ross, he kept pushing forward. The correctional officer Ricky meme faded, and somehow he survived the storm. Fast forward to now, and just when we thought this beef was over, Ross's baby mama decided she wasn't done. Tia Kemp jumped on Instagram Live and let the world know Rick Ross is still scared of 50 Cent. Why? Because 50 knows too much. And she hinted that Ross is involved in something way darker than just rap beef. Then, the internet caught fire when old photos resurfaced of Tia Kemp in a magazine photo shoot. With 50 Cent? Yeah, 50 literally posed with Ross's baby mama in a thirst trap photo shoot. But Ross? Instead of clapping back, he tried to play chess. His move? Linking up with Big Meech after his release from prison. That pissed 50 all the way off, because 50 is the executive producer of the BMF TV series. To 50, that was a betrayal. He posted a picture of a giant rat with the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech." Translation? He was calling Meech a snitch. Then he called out Ross for cozying up to informants, hinting that Meech had cut ties with the wrong people. And if that wasn't wild enough, Ross's baby mama jumped in again, this time dragging him into Diddy's freak-off party scandal. Yup. Tia implied that Ross was involved in the same shady dealings that got Diddy hit with federal trafficking charges. Go check on your friend Ross, you were right there with him. She also hinted that Ross might have some other dirt that hasn't even come out yet. And then, things got real dark. She brought up a murder case. Tia named a woman named Miss Carroll, claiming that her death was connected to Ross and his people. She even said she was going to make sure her family sues Ross's entire estate. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this just went from rap beef to a full-blown crime documentary. And Ross? He's been suspiciously quiet. Meanwhile, Tia is out here exposed, saying Ross has more kids than he can count, and a secret child with a Russian woman. She even revealed how Ross tried to ship their son off to Mississippi just to keep him away from her. And the worst part? Ross was a no-show at his son's high school graduation. He had time for football games, but not for his son's biggest milestone. And Tia? She's had enough. She's done being quiet. Ross even tried to silence her with cease and desist letters, but she basically told him, "Try me." So at this point, what's the truth? Is Rick Ross hiding something serious? And did 50 actually win this beef? Or did Ross somehow survive the worst dragging in rap history? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because trust me, this is far from over. And if you thought this was wild, check out this next video.